What's the Giants' best option at pick number 3? Let me know down in the comments. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day today. If you love the Giants and you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you can help us get there, that would be an absolute blessing. There is a phenomenal chance, a very high chance, that both Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward are off the board for the New York Giants at pick number 3. Titans most likely will take Cam Ward. The Browns, looks like all signs are pointing to that it is very likely that they take Shedeur Sanders. Now, them getting Abdul Carter and putting him on that same defense as Myles Garrett, that's very tempting to do. But this team needs what? A quarterback. That's what they need first and foremost. And if you have talent in the draft like Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, they're going to take a quarterback. That's just my prediction. So then, outside of the quarterbacks, the New York Giants have the opportunity to take one of the best players in the draft, whether that's Travis Hunter, Mason Graham, Abdul Carter. They have the opportunity to do something incredibly, incredibly special at pick 3. Let's start off talking about Travis Hunter. Now, reigning Heisman Award winner, the number 1 overall talent in the draft. We've talked about him on recent episodes, of course. But in 13 games for Colorado, Travis Hunter had 96 receptions. 96. Almost 1,300 receiving yards, 15 touchdowns. Now, I know that a lot of scouts in the NFL think Travis Hunter is more of a corner. However, the kid has the ability to be a very good wide receiver, an excellent wide receiver in my opinion, but my opinion, it doesn't mean squat. If the New York Giants grab Hunter with the 3rd pick overall, they have a shot to do something incredibly special. And even if Travis Hunter isn't on the offensive side of the ball for the majority of the time, if he just, let's say, I'll call him a specialty player, let's say a 3rd down receiver, if that's all he is, that's one heck of a weapon to have on offense, especially while having Malik freaking Nabers. That would be cool. And let's not forget Travis Hunter. As I said, a lot of NFL scouts project him to be a corner rather than a receiver in the NFL. And as a corner, his coverage grade, according to PFF, was a 90.7. Man coverage grade was 83.7. Zone coverage grade, 88.2. Also had 4 interceptions. This kid is a stellar talent. He's the number 1 talent in the NFL draft. And for the New York Giants, that's one heck of an option. But let's move on to another name, Abdul Carter. Now, I mentioned earlier that for the Browns, it might be great for them to go take Carter at 2 and have him on one side, Myles Garrett on the other side. Talk about a defense wrecking freaking havoc. They would have the ability to do just, and they do have the ability to make that happen, but they would have the ability to just absolutely annihilate the opposing team's quarterback game in and game out by having Garrett and Carter on that defense. But if, like I said, in this scenario, we'll call it, the Cleveland Browns would select Shedeur Sanders. So at 3, if Abdul Carter is there, well, he would be in this scenario. Last year in Penn State, he was an elite pass rusher. Pass rush grade, 92.4, while his true pass set grade was 93.1. Carter had 13 sacks, 43 freaking hurries. It's very tempting to grab a kid like this. The top of the draft, I think, in Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, and another name I mentioned earlier, which we're going to go over him in a little bit. I feel like there's a load of talent, a load. And the Giants, I think, they can't miss. At pick 3, they can't miss. They can't mess this up. Truly, I feel, maybe I'm freaking nuts for thinking that, but I really feel that the Giants can't, that it's impossible to mess this up because you're going to get an exceptional player, whether that's Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, or defensive lineman Mason Graham, the 6'3", 320-pound Mason Graham. His PFF rating last year, 90.9. He had 5 sacks, 20 hurries in 12 games for Michigan. Graham, though, is an elite run stopper. And being in the same division as Saquon Barkley, that might make a lot of sense. Imagine having him and Sexy Dexy on the same line. Talk about dominating the run defense. That would be awesome. So Graham, an elite run stopper's PFF grade last year was 92.4. His true pass rush grade was also really good, 85.8. Mason Graham, an elite talent that you could go grab at pick number 3. Abdul Carter, another elite talent at pick number 3. And Travis Hunter, once again, finish the sentence, ladies and gentlemen, another elite talent that you could grab at pick number 3. If the Cleveland Browns go another way and they do get Abdul Carter with the second pick in the draft, or Mason Graham, whichever one they prefer, if they do get one of those, I think the Giants will end up with Shedeur Sanders. I think Cam Ward's going 1. There's no denying it. Tennessee loves him. I think he's going to go 1. But Shedeur Sanders, if he's there at 3, I think the Giants are going to grab him. But let me know if that would be the best use of that pick. Next year's quarterback draft class seems a bit better. Better than this year's anyway. So for my next upload, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the potential QB targets for the New York Giants in this year's draft. Let's go, baby. And maybe in free agency. Who knows? I need to figure out how to package that video. But listen, let me know what you guys think. Who would you pick at number 3 for the New York Giants if the 2 quarterbacks are both off the board? Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out.